Children, welcome to our science class. Today I am going to start new chapter, that is chapter 5, and the name of chapter is Separation of Substances. Okay. This chapter is a continuation of the previous chapter where you learn to group things. In this chapter you will learn to separate components of mixtures. In nature, very few substances occur in their pure form. Most of the substances are found mixed with other substances. To obtain pure substances, we need to separate these mixtures. We use many methods to do this depending on the difference in the properties of these substances. This chapter is the continuation of previous chapter. Previous chapter you have studied sorting out the materials. Okay. In this chapter you have learned in previous chapter how to group the things. Now in this chapter you will learn to separate the components of mixtures. Okay. In nature, many few substances occur in the pure form. Most substances are found mixed with other substances. To obtain the pure substances, it is necessary to remove the impurities present in them, and we should separate the impurities in them. Okay? To make the pure substance, we should separate the mixtures which are mixed in them. Okay? We use many methods to remove the mixtures or to separate the mixtures depending on the properties of these substances. Okay? Pure substance. First topic is what is pure substance. Any substance which is made up of only one kind of particles is called a pure substance. For example, iron, silver, water, oxygen taken separately are pure substances. Any substance which is made up of only one type of particle is called pure substance. Example of pure substances: iron, copper, okay, oxygen, etc. These are the pure substances. These are made up of only one particle. Iron is made of iron only, and copper is made up of copper only. Silver is made of silver only. Mixture: when two or more pure substances are mixed together in such a way that each component retains its properties, we call it a mixture. What is mixture? It is the mixture of two or more substances, and each retain its property. Each substance retain its property, and each substance retain its properties. Okay. Now mixture is the mixture of one or more substances, two or more substances, and each substance retain its property. How will you understand this? For example, air is a mixture of many gases, dust particles and water vapor. Sugar solution is a mixture of salt and water. Brass is a mixture of copper and zinc. The amount of each component in a mixture can vary. Okay? Air is the mixture of gases, water vapor and dust, and each component has each material means dust particle. You can see the dust particle in air, you can see the water vapor in air, and you can feel the gases in air. There are many gases in air, you know, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. Means क्या होता है कि मिक्सचर में आप जो भी उसमें सब्सटेंस या जो भी कंपोनेंट उसमें मिक्स है, उस सब्सटेंस का वैल्यू, उसकी वैल्यू उसमें रहती है, उपस्थित रहती है. जैसे एयर में डस्ट पार्टिकल्स, वाटर वेपर्स होते हैं, तो डस्ट पार्टिकल्स आपको एयर में दिखेंगे, मतलब वो अपनी प्रॉपर्टी वहाँ पे रिटेन करेगा, वो वहाँ पे रहेगा. ओके. एंड गैसेस आर ऑल्सो देयर, वाटर वेपर इज ऑल्सो इन एयर. सुगर इज अ मिक्सचर ऑफ शुगर एंड वाटर. ओके. हाउ इट्स प्रॉपर्टी, देयर आर टू पार्टिकल्स, शुगर एंड दो मिक्सचर, शुगर एंड वाटर. ओके. When you drink sugar solution, you will feel it sweet. Sugar is sweet, so you will feel sweet. इसका मतलब क्या है कि शुगर की जो मिक्सचर की जो प्रॉपर्टी है वो उसमें रहती है, उसमें रिटेन रहती है. ओके. Similarly, brass is a mixture of copper and zinc. Now activity 1, take two beakers A and B, fill each 200 ml of water. To beaker A, add 2 spoonfuls of salt, and to beaker B, add 4 spoonfuls of salt. Stir and observe them carefully. Are you able to find any difference between them? They look the same, although their compositions are different. They are both salt solutions. We can say that salt solution is a mixture, as the amount of salt and water in it can be different. It is salt solution, but in beaker A there are 2 spoons of salt, and beaker B there are 4 spoonfuls of salt. So when you will taste it, that second beaker will taste more salty compared to beaker 1. Okay. Need for separation. Perhaps you eat namkeens or mixtures containing groundnuts. Some of you like groundnuts and would pick them out and eat them first. Those of you who don't like them would still pick them out and keep them separately. In both the cases, you are separating one component from a mixture to make it more suitable to your taste. When you eat the namkeen mixture, some of you don't like groundnut, you separate groundnut from the mixture. And those who like groundnut, some of you eat the groundnut first. We are separating groundnut from namkeen mixture. A mixture may contain 2 or more substances in any ratio. These substances are called components of a mixture. We may need to separate components of a mixture for various reasons. Okay. Now in namkeen there are many mixtures. There are groundnut. Okay. The dal which is used to make the namkeen, that is also a mixture. Okay. These are the components. Okay. In namkeen mixture, groundnut is a component, the salt is a component, and chili is the component. There are many components in a mixture, and the pulse which is used to prepare dal is also a component. So these are called the components of a mixture. And we need to separate the components for a mixture. There are various reasons to separate the components from a mixture, such as to remove the undesirable or harmful components. For example, small pieces of stones and unwanted seed grains are removed from rice and pulses before cooking. This your mother do at home. Before cooking, she removes the stones and unwanted mixture, which is components which are in rice and pulses. To remove the impurities, as to obtain pure sample of a substance. Pure substances are needed in medicines, research, industries, and also in daily use. To obtain the pure sample of a substance, we need to remove the impurities. Okay, and it is mainly needed during the research, during making medicines, industries, and also in daily use. To separate useful components of a mixture so that each component can be properly used. For example, petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. are all useful components of crude petroleum and needs to be separated. And we separate the components of a mixture so that each component can be used properly. Suppose in crude petroleum, we separate petrol, diesel and kerosene from crude petroleum. Crude petroleum is the petroleum which we get naturally. Okay? So children, this much for today's class. Till then, stay safe, stay at home, keep on learning. Thank you children.